Oh, yeah.
What's up, guys? Special treat for you.
For sure.
We are on set, on location, actually,
All four of the Meateater TV.
with the Meateater and the Das Boat crew.
Welcome to Das Boat, Season 2, Dose Boat.
So here we go again, Season 2, Episode 4. We're going to give you guys a behind the scenes look here. We're going to introduce you guys to the team, a couple familiar faces, some new faces, but this should be a fun one. So here we are, we're in Hayward, about to do some modifications to the green machine, as I'm calling her. But this is actually Steve Ranilla's first boat. A lot of history, a lot of character. Should be a lot of fun over the next couple days here. Looking for big sunnies, big muskies. So hopefully you guys have seen the finished episode and enjoyed it. But here's a behind the scenes look, how the magic goes down and the boys that helped put this production together. So shout out to Meateater, shout out to the Das Boat crew. Look at these guys. My man Brian behind the wheel and the camera. You know, you should get in front of the camera more often.
Yeah.
I find you highly entertaining.
You know, I work behind the cameras for a reason.
You know we did a whole film on him, right?
No!
No.
Yeah.
Come on!
Exactly.
How have I not seen this?
You need to look that one up.
Oh, we're gonna throw that link in the description below.
Yes, it's great. Go watch it.
Hell yes. Hell yes.
Yeah, it was great. We had a Steven Spielberg DP that one. That was awesome.
Said it was
He's
probably
gonna be the
best
best.
How you
I've
doing?
ever seen.
Howdy guys,
I'm Brian.
I'm Andy.
Nice to meet you, Andy.
Nice to meet you too.
Andy, how are you?
Real good. How are you?
Appreciate you guys being willing to
Andy?
help out with this project. It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
We got to get creative, but that's the fun, man.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be creative. It's supposed to be a little bit of a junk show.
Okay.
That's what makes for good entertaining
Good.
TV. So
Yep.
like our whole deal is like we know it's not gonna be perfect. We know it's not exactly how you're used to rolling it.
Yep.
We figure it out.
Good. Awesome. Okay.
There's no right or wrong way.
Nope.
Thank you. So this is the Yeti. Yeah. And you wanted to do what with it?
So the Yeti, we this part we can handle. We'll probably just have to pick up some parts. We're gonna turn that into a live well.
Got it.
That's super simple.
Yep.
That's not the part we need your guys' help with.
Got it.
These guys can handle building
Run a
out their own
couple
live well.
hoses. Yeah.
We drill a couple holes. We put an aerator in there, run some PVC. We're done.
Yep.
That's easy. The hard part is gonna be getting the trolling motor and the electronics out there.
There's a lot of screws under there.
You guys bought the boat for $100, did you?
We inherited the boat.
They paid us to take it.
Twin Lakes, Michigan.
Well, we'll unhook, get it in the shop, and we'll start figuring out bracing for that front end and where we're going to stash 3 deep cycle batteries.
Yep.
We're throwing a 36 volt on this bad boy?
Yep.
Holy crap.
It might push it faster than the...
We're gonna boogie. We're gonna boogie.
And so like we had thought this through, and you'll see like there's a ton of sandbags up here and anchors need weight in the bow on this already. So that should, like in terms of weight and balance, that's actually gonna help us.
Oh yeah.
It's just figuring out spacing and figuring and shoring that thing up. And so just want to check in, are you comfortable? Are you gonna be kind of our guy that we're working with on this? Are you comfortable being on camera?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you don't mind if we mic you up and have you like be part of this process, talking these guys through how we're gonna do this.
Troy's a little uncomfortable feeding my mic through.
Man, we appreciate that.
And I'll get you a waiver form to sign here.
I got it signed.
Okay, sweet.
I just signed the back sheet and
Okay.
I don't know what else to fill out.
Perfect.
We'll get you all dialed in. You'll sign your life away. It'll be fine.
Perfect.
Filming wise, we're gonna film in just a minute, pulling in to like meet you for the first time. Where do you want us to pull to?
Right under the Yamaha sign.
All right, so we'll pull in. We're gonna like drone, do some stuff, and then
Okay.
I'll walk you through it.
Awesome.
I promise you, we're good at backing up trailers. I know you guys usually use your own deal to
Yep.
get in there. Do you mind if we back it in?
No.
Okay.
We're good.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Awesome.
We'll be in momentarily.
How,
Remind me your
how
name
excited
again?
are you about this boat?
What's that?
How excited are you?
I'm actually really excited because I don't think it's ever been done before.
No.
I've never seen anything.
72 Starcraft.
That's right.
I thought it was 69.
Might be. I don't know.
No, I've got the paperwork.
Is it
69?
This thing literally looks like it's out of the 70s show.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
all you guys play
The old 69.
Yeah, we had to figure out how to put the
That's
Ashton cookies.
That's nice right there.
What's up, my man?
Dude, what's happening?
Introduce yourself to my audience.
What's up? Kevin Harlander here from First Light Hunting. We're gonna do some big old fishing the next couple of days.
So, 1-2 punch here.
That's right.
We're what they're loosely calling the talent.
Never been called that really much before.
right? It's kinda
Usually
odd.
It's like this guy over here.
Like, this is what you got to work with here.
That's right.
So we're fishing two ends of the extreme, right?
Right.
Doing big crappie and sunfish and panfish dreams, and then chasing big musky dreams on
Right.
the other end. So the cool thing is, my man is actually from Twin Cities, Minnesota, land of giant muskies,
Yep.
but has never caught one.
No, man. It kind of started after I left after I
Okay.
left high school for college. That's when it kind of like the uptick of this musky drive sort of started.
Right.
My little brother's a fantastic musky fisherman.
Hammer, he showed me a 53.
Yeah, big fish.
Big fish.
But we grew up pan fishing
Okay.
for food, so
Hell
it'd
yeah.
be really fun to check that out and maybe catch some on some fly gear too. You never know.
Right. You guys might see me with a fly rod in my hands maybe for like the third time in my life. So we'll see. But where can they follow you, bro?
Kevin Harlander, at Kevin Harlander on Instagram, and then First Light Hunting on Instagram.
Sick.
Check it out.
Based out of Idaho now, right?
Yeah, Haley, Idaho. Offices up in Ketchum. Beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful place.
So are you considered a West Coaster now?
I don't know, man. I think you gotta like get generational. Like if you're a fifth generation, you're like, okay, I'm
Gotcha.
from the West, but
All right.
Midwest at heart, just living in the West now.
That's what's up.
Yeah, right.
All right, man. I'm pumped for these next few
Heck
days.
yeah, let's do this.
Cool.
All right.
You guys remember Miles?
What's up?
He's the man behind everything you guys are about to watch here, or already did watch. 'Cause
All the things that are coming, things that have happened. I'm super excited about this particular one. As the tech just said, I think his exact quote was, I don't think anybody's ever done this before. Let's figure this shit out.
That's awesome. So here we are, season 2.
Season 2
Man,
in the Midwest, back at it again.
congratulations to you, brother. I mean, dude, season 2 is a big thing.
I haven't been fired yet.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Winning.
Yeah.
Yes. Cool, here we go. I gotta introduce you guys to Paul here. He's got a box of goodies.
What's up?
My man Paul was on last year's episode.
Yeah.
Season 1, episode 4. But Paul's a fishy dude.
It's kind of like a history of the boat so far.
Yeah. Trolling spoons.
From Michigan.
Yep.
Smallmouth jigs.
Yep. And then the future.
You can throw these things.
No.
Always like, oh no, keep those things away from me.
Y'all know what time it is. I mean, nothing against, the history behind the scenes of the musky world. But, I mean, we've got an evolution of this thing. So, I'm kind of curious to see your guys' reaction to my creations.
Oh, I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
Excited
But
to see him.
they've been proving pretty successful so far in my short musky fishing career. But,
I heard you caught one once.
yeah, and
And it was
blind
okay.
squirrels find nuts occasionally. I always thought those are cool baits. See
Oh
the
yeah.
shad wraps?
Dude, it's a classic bait.
So
for racing.
here's a question: Rapala or Rapala?
On the West Coast, we always mispronounce it as Rapala.
See, and that's what we were talking about yesterday.
North
like everybody in
Carolina,
Minnesota was all
Rapala.
Yeah.
Rapala.
Okay.
But then you go across the river to Wisconsin, it's Rapala in
Right.
some places. It's crazy. We gotta call them and ask them.
You should have a
It's Rapala from what I understand.
take a poll.
Nice.
Ah,
Is it Rapala or Rapala?
tomato
Little,
claw.
I,
Let the
little
people
IG
decide.
profile.
For sure. And they should go with the poll winner as
poll
the
winner.
official pronunciation.
we'll call Rapala Rapala and let them know what their company is actually named.
Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
just in case you guys didn't know,
Y'all are wrong.
You think you work for, but really.
The people have spoken.
You gotta mount that
It's like
thing,
first
too.
light. It's actually first lit.
All right.
It was on the original.
oh,
Really?
I think it may have been John Gary's.
That's what I always thought it was.
We always get all the time. People are like, what
I was
nice.
gonna give it to Jay before he burned his face off. I was about to just be like, Jay, this is your job.
Oh,
It would have taken him 9 hours, but he would have got that done.
now it's changed quite a bit.
We got new blood here. My man Clint. What's going on? Heard you've actually watched some things on the Big Bass Streams channel on occasion.
Oh yeah, all the big stuff.
Okay.
He catches big ones. and
Once in
then
a while.
We always appreciate the little ones too.
That's right.
It's always
all day.
important. Yeah, man.
Rad,
So,
rad. North
been looking-
Carolina?
Yep, from North Carolina. Been looking after this guy for the past 4 years. He's
Crazy.
one of the only reasons I put a big swim bait rod in my hand.
Heard you've had some success on the glide bait recently. Yeah, man.
And the HUD in the wintertime.
Okay.
So
there's
Sick. So yeah, we got a bass head on the crew here, and you guys are gonna see firsthand the difference between professionals shooting and me with this thing in my hand.
Yes.
So stark difference. Stoked to have these guys on hand. Like getting the drone up right now. That's something I don't do enough. I literally just bring a drone with me everywhere and never use it.
Oh yeah. I can change that for you.
Oh man, my man. So look at this green machine, man. So sick. Always appreciative of any fishing platform when you grew up not having access to any. So it's funny, these guys are, you know, they think they're throwing a curveball at me, and I'm having to fish out of a POS, you know, depending on who you ask. But to me, this thing's dope as hell. It's got a lot of character and it floats. Boat never catches the fish, people. Yeah, I would argue that.
See, my smallmouth bass was right at the middle of Brian O'Keefe River Smalling. I couldn't really get the 20, but I got the 19.5. Was good. Now if you get the Steve McQueen, like,
that's next level.
What about here?
Add a couple.
You should add some names.
It's not made for musky. We should. Oliver, I think you need to mark that out and add names.
Oh man.
How funny would that be? Just to do it like the kids' height chart.
That could be our 4th modification over there.
Yep.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
We're doing it.
Bring a marker. That'd be funny to be like.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And then you could sign it.
Yes.
Yeah, that has to happen.
Uh-huh.
That's so sick. How badass are you? Hopefully we'll be all the way over here in badassery. You guys enjoying this BTS?
Yeah. So every day I get to be on the cameras.
Yeah.
All set?
2 seconds. Okay, I'll take Oliver, you take
Hold on,
Kevin.
let me make sure his GoPro's. Hey Clint, are your GoPros rolling back there? Just getting exposed for the face.
That's what I'm doing right
Alright, y'all can kick it down the road and then turn around.
Okay.
Alright, y'all talk about whatever you want to talk about, and then when we get to the place, be like, oh, this is it.
Sweet.
And then, whatever, just doesn't matter, do your thing.
Cool. Find a spot to turn around up here and roll through.
I always find it amazing how time flies on these projects, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, man. We zipped up yesterday, flew into Duluth, and then drove up, and it's cool to be back. This is kind of like the home country for me, you know? I don't nearly make it back enough, but it's a cool country. It's good to see the big woods, some corn.
Yeah. And I actually spend as much time in this upper Midwest as I do back at home the last 3 or 4 seasons.
Nice. Mostly taking other folks out or just kind of doing your own thing?
It's a mix of both.
Yeah. Well, that's sweet to spend the summer here too.
Absolutely. Once I figured that out in like 2016, being up in upstate New York during the heat of the summer, I'm like, why haven't I been doing this more?
Yeah.
So I've done it every summer since.
Yeah. Do you find there's like a lot of people up here fishing?
Absolutely.
Compared to other places in the
like
world?
even just pulling in the gas station this morning, there's a tractor boat.
Yeah. And those guys walking down the road with the tackle box and 2 poles, you see those guys?
Yeah. Because if you see any semblance of fishing culture in Southern California, it's like, oh, crap, look, a fisherman.
Yeah. Yeah.
But up here, it's literally a way of life.
Yeah.
And most people fish to some degree, whether it's panfish or a lot of walleye guys.
Yeah.
And it's strange because up here, it seems like the bass guys are in the minority.
Really?
Yeah, which
I suppose
is strange to me because like I've traversed halfway across the country to come see this grass that's greener on this side.
Yeah.
And they're just oblivious to it.
Yeah. I always find too that always coming back to the Midwest, I'm sort of shocked at the information share. You know, just like spots and like what's going on, and you get that in the West with fly shops, but it's kind of the classic like, yeah, they hit PMDs in the evening near the hatch, and it's like, yeah,
super vague.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just like a West Coast culture
could be,
thing, because like especially in bass fishing, dude, it's hush hush.
Yeah.
And like people lose friendships over
really?
like information being shared.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's definitely a little different out here.
Whip around in here, it looks like.
That's great. We were talking about having a cover down on the Midwest fishing culture.
Okay.
So that was killer. Like that was one of our points today. We wanted to hit her this week was, man, this is like a forgotten part. Like people don't think about the Midwest, but everybody here fishes. Like this is.
Yeah, it's almost like more along the lines of, you know how like the really serious dudes are like targeting fish and like targeting something. It seems like just growing up here, it was all about like, we're going fishing because this is what we do, you know? And it was different because like if you hooked into a big walleye or something, that was great. But what it was about was like putting panfish in the boat, eating those fish, being at the cabin every weekend. Because it's kind of like one of those things where everybody in the Twin Cities either had a neighbor or an uncle or a grandpa or a dad that had a cabin, you know? So it was like this mass exodus on Friday. They talk about that like North Country traffic.
Okay.
Right?
And
it's
I can
only
see that.
Like 2 hours away for most people.
And I've actually experienced that across this whole like northern band.
Okay.
Even into Canada, the Canadians all have a cottage.
Oh really? It's called a cottage.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, that's that was one of the coolest parts about growing up here, was just like that, getting out of the city for the weekend. And then, you know, it's almost like that the boat was put in the water. That was the first thing you ever did, right? When you got to the lake, it was like the boat's going in the water, we're fishing, and then it's dark and we eat and then drink beer, and you know, it was awesome, man. It's a cool part of growing up.
I think that's living on pretty strong, man.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
It's a trip when I get some of my friends and clients to actually make the jump and come explore some of this stuff with me. And this makes it easy actually, because logistically they can fly into Minneapolis and it's like a short drive in a rental car or whatever.
Yep.
But they're immersed in this whole new world where like I take them to breakfast and on the menu is a bluegill breakfast.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
And you know, this mystical fish known as the walleye is all over these restaurants, and like northern whitefish, and there's just, you know, taxidermy this and that, and there's a black bear catching a largemouth bass. Like, what the heck? Like none of that stuff really exists outside of like television or film.
Yeah.
From where I'm from. Okay. So to like see all of it for the first time is it's pretty awesome.
Right. Yeah, you know you're in a fishing town, right? Where it's like there's a giant 40-foot statue of a walleye at the center of town, like the town park, right?
And it's like painted yellow or something. Yeah. It's like, what?
That's awesome.
And everybody's like fighting over the walleye capital of the world.
Yeah,
the musky capital of the world. It's like, hold on, who's determining this?
Yeah, you just buy a bigger statue, right? Or build a bigger statue. That's awesome. It's good to be back in some humidity too. It's just so dry out west, you know?
It is,
it is. Right back.
I forget how humid it is out here until somebody reminds me, because it's a big difference between like being in the Midwest in July and being in like Texas in July.
Oh damn, this must be the spot here.
Dude, this thing is serious.
Wow, that's like brand new.
Dude, it's big.
Really big.
6 brands.
Oh yeah.
All the premier brands.
Damn. They should be able to help us out, I bet.
Both sides of the street.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can help us figure out how to plumb that Yeti.
Yeah. I think it should be, I say this now, but it should be pretty simple, right?
There goes the jinx.
Yeah. Right.
It should take about an hour. Turns into 10.
Yep. Pull up and chat with these guys, see what bay they want us to put it in, maybe.
Say, this must be our guy. Let's back in here.
This must be our guy. Let's just back in right here, huh?
Okay, pause it there.
Good.
I'm gonna cut and get out.
Yeah. Good job.
Yep.
You guys did great.
Crushing it.
Crushing it.
Crushing it.
I guess have you seen these Meatcraft or Binge baits?
Yeah, we've been using them.
I'm gonna run and grab my scorpion rig real fast.
Okay, we boned out, a buddy of ours shot a bear. We boned out the entire bear from basically tip to tail, and then cut all the sausage, everything with it. Pretty sweet.
It's sweet.
Pretty nice blade.
It's just for you three. They brought in this boat with this silly project for you. You're helping them walk through what they're gonna do. If there are things they can do to help you, great, but don't like don't manufacture. We're not pretending like they're the ones doing it. You guys are doing it. You're the professionals. That's what we're showing. But if there's stuff they can do to help out, by all means, give them jobs.
Awesome. Okay. Will do.
But whatever you're thinking about doing, like as you have an idea, make sure that we're rolling on you, we have good coverage, and talk it through step by step about what we're going to be doing.
Yep.
That way it all makes sense.
It's just fun watching you set that thing up.
Broke my Scorp dog rig.
What the hell is this thing?
It's a sex link.
That's what I figured.
It's cheaper than or it's not cheaper. It's lighter for what we do than wearing the big huge scorpion rig.
Okay.
It's awesome, but kind of broke it a little bit.
So does that just keep the weight off basically your hands?
And the other ones we have are so cumbersome.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a giant flight vest.
Yeah.
So we wear the sex link. It's awesome.
Nice. I was telling Oliver that.
It's not for everybody.
In Elkwoods, man, it's all like handholds, you know, handhelds and whatever, just because of like the sheer amount of country you're going through and stuff. But
that's what this is created for.
Yeah,
it's this light one.
I bet.
The big cinematographer guy created this.
Yeah.
Because the other ones are so, you can't break the other ones down for traveling.
Yeah.
We use them all. I travel mostly for filming.
So you can go hands free almost, huh?
Basically, so all I have to do is just, rather than trying to make.
Right.
I'm going to the gym every day to hold my camera.
Because I mean, what does that weigh?
15.
Dude, that's heavier after an 8, 10, 12 hour
So every
shoot
morning,
day,
I
right?
get on the treadmill, I run.
There's a scene we shot. We swapped with the talent swap with the camera guys for a little bit. And I'm just like, bro, how do you guys do this for 8 hours? Like, you guys are savages.
So we have like training regiments. You know, it's like one. It's like your fish. You know, you have to practice the lift every day.
Totally.
The deep squat's
The
important.
deep squat.
Sometimes it'll be like, you know, the shoulders.
I swear it was a 6-pounder.
Exactly. You gotta be able to get the fingers in and push out, angle the dangle.
Oh yeah, every time.
You need a camera guy just for your entire show, man.
Seriously, I keep trying to talk to Miles about it. Let's make it happen.
There's still a whole show.
Well, I've got some crazy dreams I want to try and fulfill next year. It'd be kind of cool to document it all.
You know, it kind of seems like you fulfill all your dreams.
I fulfilled a lot of them.
It's awesome.
Thankfully.
It's
Yeah.
super hard to do.
Yeah, super hard.
Like really, honestly.
Yeah.
Those people have these grand ideas and never capitalize.
No, everybody's got great ideas.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Trying to get it done is a whole different story.
So yeah, I'm happy I've been able to hold a lot of them up and show them off to you guys. So
We love seeing it.
yeah,
It's awesome.
but I want to get better at showing everything that leads up to it.
Right.
Like this.
It's super hard to film yourself
Awkward.
and have a bunch of angles.
And I suck.
No,
that
you're
doesn't
pretty
help.
good at it.
Oh.
It's very awkward for the camera guy to be on camera.
Oh, so you're really good at it. I'm telling you, man.
You just have to forget the camera's there.
I keep telling him that. I've been telling him that for years.
That's true.
Uh,
That squirt dog broke a little bit, but we're modifying
right
it.
here, little man.
It's a little brokey.
Oh man.
That's all right.
That replacement rod probably costs like $900 or something.
That's $1,200 for the replacement.
Is it really?
I think so.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
That's right. We're working for free now.
We need a product sponsorship.
Yes, it'd be really nice to have a product sponsorship for the Scorp Dog rig. We use it all the time globally.
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 Across all platforms.
Yes. It's been detained many times.
Sir, what is that?
Believe me,
What have you got in there?
I get detained a lot. Most everywhere I've been detained. It's fine. I'm used to it. U.S., Bolivia, Colombia, Argentina, Belize, Bahamas.
Brazil? I got detained.
All the
Got detained
B's.
in Brazil.
So anything with a B, I got
Dubai,
it.
UAE.
Ooh.
Yeah, everywhere we get detained. It's fine. I'm used to it. Cuba. That was the longest.
yeah.
Cuba was the longest I got detained for.
Yeah, that one's no fun.
It's usually underwater housing because I'll take it apart and they don't know what it is. So I try to have like cool underwater like fish photos on my phone.
Right.
Like this is what it does. Like ooh, Then I have paperwork. It's like your government wants me to be here. So either you can call them or I can call them, like up to you.
Okay. See, we're learning how to finesse our way out of
Just smile and
international
nod.
situations.
Be calm.
Okay.
Always be calm.
Always be calm. One important thing about customs, they don't like joking.
Ooh.
So you just
Especially
be-
bad jokes.
Especially the U.S. Customs.
The U.S. Customs.
U.S. Customs
Dude,
does not like joking around.
Canadian customs, bro.
Yes.
Those guys.
Well, I'm
It's like-
half Canadian, so they love me when I come.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I
Little
like,
bias
oh,
there.
My brother.
Well, please stay. I'm like, yes. Can I stay? I need the access for the steelhead.
You guys still have steelhead, right?
And then come home to Montana.
Yeah. Nice.
So the theme of the show is that we buy or find or inherit an old crappy boat like this one with some character and some love and lots of good stories. And we take it to different fisheries with different anglers and they modify it for what they need and then they go make it work.
Whose boat is this?
This would be Steven Ranella's childhood boat.
Sick.
Yep, this boat's got a lot of good stories on it. This thing's seen a lot of fish and God knows what else.
I like that rattle when you tap it too. It's like
Yeah.
not quite solid, but it'll hunt.
You gotta stay flexible. You gotta stay flexible.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's just more like you need a little bit of resonance to it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a percussion instrument. Caught like 3 days of torrential rain beforehand, so the rivers were high.
There you go. Lucked out of that one.
You guys know we gotta put a trolling motor on this beast.
So Miles, just so you know, I've taken Andy's mic off.
Okay.
For now,
Yeah, this stuff we're just gonna montage it.
yeah.
We know what we're doing, that's all that matters. And we see footage of it getting done here and there, and steps of process.
He's got a lot of faith in us.
I mean, we can't, like, otherwise the scene turns into an hour.
Oh yeah.
Got her though.
Got her. Now we can start attaching a backer plate. Measuring that out. So, do we want to mount this, or do you want to have it loose? Because there's not a whole lot of vertical spaces to mount this. See how this is actually pretty decent. We can mount it
So
on the side here.
if the trolling motor's coming here, you're gonna be operating with a foot pedal
On the
here.
deck. Yeah.
Do you want to be looking this way or that way? It doesn't matter to you. You know, till you see your graphics.
This isn't for the graph.
Or that's
Oh,
not
it's for the
graphics.
trolling
This
motor
is the power
plug.
for the trolling motor.
Oh. Canadians mount their graphs right here so they can grab it.
Right.
This is thick enough.
Okay.
I say we pound it in there, and then run the wire down, and no, run the power wire through the front of this panel.
Winning.
We will run the power from the starting battery up to the front, because I'm assuming you guys are going to run the graph
Off the cranking.
battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know those graphs really don't like low voltage. They start flickering and stuff.
Where are you gonna put the graph in your?
I think we're putting it up on the bow somewhere, yeah. Wherever we got room.
Mounted. I'm thinking so. We could. It'll probably end up. The mount will probably be right there. There isn't 10. So yeah, it'll probably be right up there.
Okay. Killer.
Come together.
FNGs, man.
Well, at least we finally get. Poor kid. Poor kid.
Poor guy. He's getting it all.
He's just getting worked.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the best part. We've all been the FNG at one point in our lives.
yeah.
Right?
Go get this. Go get that. Don't forget this. What took you so long?
Sometimes I still feel like that.
So you guys have probably seen the super dope cinematic shot of us building that live well ice chest, or ice chest live well. How's it really going down?
We're building something. We cut stuff way too long because we both are not carpenters.
I really am.
Yeah, I'm not.
I was.
I was the demo guy on all the carpenters.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
It's a fun job till you gotta clean up.
They stuck me in the office about 2 months into my apprenticeship. So I'd go to apprenticeship school 4 times a year. That's when I wore a tool bag.
Nice.
But as you could see, my skill with the or that circular saw didn't do me too much good.
Straight lines though.
Hey,
Can't complain.
look, we got pipe in the chest. We got a brand new extended hole.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be set here, man. Just need a few more parts. And this dog will hunt.
Nice. Well, you guys get to fast forward to 6 p.m. We started at 9 a.m. or so. But check it out. Our man Andy here put it together. Got a 10-inch Solix, 24-volt Altera. My mans and I put together the live well. It works. Everybody's still smiling.
Look at this thing.
We're good.
It's a whole new boat.
It's, I mean, I'm not going whole new boat, but it is a much more
The value
well-appointed boat.
Yeah, the value just
definitely
I'll give you that much.
exponentially increased.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I mean, I'm curious. One, I'm curious to see how well that trolling motor pulls this thing. It's gonna be plenty of power, but it might be like almost overkill. We'll see how she goes. And I'm really kind of excited to see like using that particular Humminbird unit where we're going.
Yeah.
Like I want to see that thing in the river, like side scanning in the river, like in some of those deep holes.
Need to have the trolling motor down.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You had
That polyboard is clutch.
So impressed. I mean, to be just like, I definitely pulled the owner aside. I was like, just so you know, this guy's phenomenal. He did incredible work. He went above and beyond. Like,
Shout out to Andy.
shout out to Andy, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Andy crushed.
Andy, we love you.
Can I grab your mic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Andy, we need you.
Yeah, we need you.
The most underappreciated man on the squad. The sound man.
Hello. I don't like taking it in your pocket.
Fair enough, Troy. Fair enough.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Whew. How you feeling, man?
Dude, that's the longest I've ever talked about fishing without fishing. I'm pretty stoked though. I think it's just good to be back in this country. We got the boat rigged. That dude was amazing.
Dude, boat projects always take so much longer than you anticipate. I don't care what the project is.
That was a 10 to 5:30 deal, right?
For sure.
Something like that.
That's a long day. But it went by like that too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's sick. So we're actually headed to the bait shop. As you guys saw, we did a combo panfish and musky episode. So we're actually gonna go pick up a plethora of live bait to shove in our super badass Yeti live well system. So it's always dope for me to explore tackle shops in other parts of the country and the world. You get a pretty good grasp of that fishing culture. And everywhere is different.
Oh yeah.
And I've never been in a tackle shop in Hayward, so here we go.
Right on. Excited to put my hand in a pile of leeches.
Yeah, man. I was just telling Kev now, like on the West Coast, we don't have leeches. So we read magazines and books and seen TV shows and stuff about them, but to actually see them actually being used and effectively, because fish actually like those things a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool for a West Coaster like myself.
Yeah, panfish wise, man, that's like all we used. Really? Except for crappies. Then we use crappie minnows. But besides that, it was leeches all day.
Well, I think with our modification, we have the capacity to have all of it.
We might need to open a bait shop ourselves.
That's it.
Homemade live wells and
big bait dreams.
Big bait dreams.
Yo, so back at home, we got plenty of liquor stores. We've got 0 liquor and bait stores. Oh. Look at that. Classic.
Incredible, man. One-stop shop, you know.
That's it. And then you come to the cut right here, and get your hair did. All in the same block.
One-stop shop.
Crazy. Hold up. So you're telling me we can get bait and liquor?
It's Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin, dude.
It is Wisconsin.
Bait and bottle. I don't think I've seen you that stoked.
Classic, man.
Oh, what's going on there?
So my man, tell me about yourself. Who are you?
Who am I? That's a good question. Just a greasy dude who likes to fish a lot, I guess, would be the short version of that story.
Why should the audience pay attention to what you do?
I don't know if they should.
This This is cool, Mom.
Unless we brought it in one side.
Bait shops in Wisconsin are the best.
Bait shops are always the best. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, so that was my question. How are you keeping them alive overnight?
That's what I said.
The other thing too is we could buy just a aerator and a middle bucket and do that all night.
Yep. Two things to figure out just amongst us. Is there any terminal tackle we need to grab?
Possibly just some small hooks.
Okay.
All right, some jig heads, some bobbers. I got a pretty decent amount too. Just want to make sure I don't normally carry bait hooks.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just bear hooks in case it did.
Yeah. That won't impact the budget too much.
No, that's what I'm saying. Get whatever you guys need. That's what I'm saying. Make sure.
I'm gonna need a couple of these.
Yeah.
A couple of those. Yeah.
Those will be fun to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys catch them. I know guys that are pulling those things behind the boat and sticking some nice muskies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I don't want to do that.
They're not trolling casting them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would cast it, but. Oh man. We got fat heads. Maybe the coolest liquor store I've ever been in. Check it out. All the things. Bass fishing aisles, walleye stuff. We even got a pretty good selection of line here. Impressive. Oh, here's the fun aisle. A lot of the usual suspects. Hard baits, soft baits, casting baits, boot tails, twirly things, lots of fire tiger. Favorite color.
Do you want me to staple them together for you?
I think I just need the itemized.
Just the itemized one?
Yep.
All right,
Oh wait, no, it tore off, so I need them both.
See? You want me to staple them together for you?
I got it. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm positive. I appreciate it though.
We got all the baits, so stay tuned. We're probably going to do some last minute pre-production stuff for actual fishing tomorrow morning. We're going bright and early, right?
2 a.m. I heard.
2 a.m. call time, so hopefully you guys appreciate all the hard work and the lack of sleep. This whole crew has been busting their ass. So catch you guys on the water.
You a keyboard pirate, my man, that's hella my track. Yeah. Instrument, you catch fish, get him in the net quick, cast for another stick. That real deal, raw uncut, still chasing PBs, cause it's never enough. My track. Yeah. Instrument, you catch fish, get him in the net quick, cast for another stick. That real deal, raw uncut, still chasing PBs, cause it's never enough. Medium light, graphite for the subtlest bites. Sun bright, blue skies, not a cloud in sight. It's dynamite when I drop, and the school ignites, pinning them down on the